Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of DeFaRekinLicious Conversations with my girl Tiersa here. She gets her camera all perfect and stuff. Don't y'all just love her kitchen? OMG, I love it. That looks like a real chef's kitchen, girl. Tell me about your kitchen.
Oh my gosh. So we bought a house, early 1970 house, and it was dark wood. It was cut up in little pieces. Like you literally could touch everything in the kitchen standing in one place.
Oh,
And I did not want to buy it because of it. And my husband kept saying, we can redo it. It's going to be the kitchen of your dreams. And I'm like, I just can't see it. I couldn't see it. So we did. We have everything in here that I love. A drawer that beats a lazy Susan any day. I'll show you.
OMG.
I'll show you sometime. We have big commercial grade refrigerator and a
That
freezer.
is what I love, girl. Yes,
We
I
have a
love that.
microwave drawer. It's not up in the all in the way. It's under my island.
Yeah, perfect.
I love it. I love it.
Out
I
of
love
the
it. And
way. And I love the
copper
blue
sinks.
colors.
Yes, me too.
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah, I
This is
love
really
blue.
cool. We have dogs, and so when we
Ah,
redesigned the kitchen, I said, "There's no place for the dogs to eat," and they were like, "Well, too bad." And I was like, "No, not too bad." So we designed this whole area for the dogs. And you see
oh.
we have
The
a
sweet
dog
babies have
water.
their own place to eat.
Yes, and they have their own dog food cabinet
Nice. That is so super. Oh my God, that's so super cool.
and their
Sammy's
own
got a bunch
kitchen,
of cans
their
of
own
food over
sink.
here to the left.
Yes. What?
Awesome. So we got John Corbellini with us today. What's
Oh,
up? He
hey!
says
I
good
saw you.
morning. It is John, it is afternoon. Good he says good morning, Tiersa. It's
Good
afternoon.
morning.
Yeah, we're all on the East Coast, John. OMG. So, guys, yes, welcome to Deep Rickinlicious Conversations. My incredible guest today is Tiersa Foley. I met her on Monday, Carol's Courage to Confidence show that she does at noon every Monday, and it was hilarious because I'm at the gym and I'm working out, but I'm able to comment and go back and forth, and everything that was coming out of Tiersa's mouth, I was like, OMG, am I on there? Is she interviewing me? Am I speaking? This woman speaks my language so articulately well. Like I remember you saying something like "healthy is delicious." I didn't say anything. Like you were like, "Healthy is delicious. It's got to be delicious," and that's what DeFaRekinLicious is all about. It's
I love
teaching
it.
and showing people how healthy food can really be so incredibly tasty.
Yes. Yes,
So
so flavorful. Yeah, I didn't even know you yet when I said healthy needs to be delicious.
yes,
That was
I
that was
know. It's
great.
like chiming in. And I'm off camera right now because I've got my chicken and my zucchini noodles cooking on my stove. And I just want to mix this up so it's not burning. But so Tirsa, tell us a little bit about your journey into health and wellness. I love it. I'm so inspired by it. What made you
Yeah.
decide to go boom? I'm done being. I wanna be healthy.
Right, right. So I've been a hairdresser for the past 37 years of my life.
Uh huh.
And I was
Uh
always
huh.
making people, they sit in my chair and they tell me all the things. And felt good to make them pretty on the outside. But a lot of them were
Right.
struggling with their weight, as was I. I'd been on every diet, you name it, every shake, every pill, every powder, everything. And I came across this program one day, and I didn't want anybody to know that I was doing it, because what if I failed one more time? What if what if I failed? So I kept it
Right.
a secret. I didn't tell anybody for a while until one day I took my smock off to leave, and one of my clients was like, "Oh my God, what happened to you?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" So I started sharing, and people wanted it. They're like, "Oh my gosh, what is it? It works. What are you doing?" And so I did not want to help anybody. I just wanted to send them on. And they're like, "No, no, 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 no. I want you. I want you to do it." And so it quickly grew, and it is so rewarding to just watch people transform before your eyes, to show them what's possible when they think it's not possible, to show them that you don't have to eat cardboard or starve to
Exactly.
be your perfect self, or your the better version of yourself. I don't like to say the best
Healthier
version
and
of yourself.
healthier.
Yeah, because
Right.
if you're the best version, where else are you going? We just want to be the better version of ourselves.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's been amazing. It quickly grew and it continues to grow because people are always looking for something that speaks to their heart. And I feel like our program does, and eating healthy does.
Absolutely, it does. It is definitely an adult lifelong journey for me. But I have a question. What do you think it was about this particular program? Because as you shared with us, you were on all these different programs, over the years, and I'm sure you had success with releasing, guys. We're being mindful of our language.
Yes,
releasing weight. We're releasing. We're not losing anything. We're releasing weight.
We are kicking it to the curb.
Look at that girl. Oh my God, I lost my earbud. But my question is, what do you think about your mindset shifted with this particular program that enabled you to have sustainable, lasting results?
Yeah, because my mindset shifted to it not being a diet, but a healthy lifestyle. Heal thyself. Healthy in itself is heal thyself, and diet in itself is die, right? So if you're constantly thinking you are in a diet mindset, you are always feeling deprived. But if you are in a healthy mindset and we have people, I have a whole team of people that support me. The other programs I was on, I did it myself. Or I signed up for 6 weeks and I reached the goal and they were like, bye, Tiersa. Great job. See ya. And then I didn't know what to do with myself after that. So this is support and a team of people and eating, several times a day instead of just eating lettuce twice. And, maybe you get some chicken in the evening on a piece of lettuce, right? This is just real food. We teach you after you get to wherever it is you want to go. If it's a feeling, if it's a number, whatever. Then we walk you through what it's like adding all the things back in so that you're living a life full of everything and never feeling deprived.
Yes. And that's what I love. I keep losing my earbud. Now it's going down my shirt, y'all. It's going down my shirt.
We can still hear you. You just can't hear us.
That's what I love. It's because I think oftentimes it's about, I want to, they use the word lose. We're going to use the word release in all, even when we're talking about past tense. It's like, I want to release this weight for my wedding. I want to release this weight for this event. I want to release this weight for that event. Instead of it being releasing and keeping it released, and realizing that by doing so, you are making an intentional, healthy choices that are sustainable, that are lifelong. You're fueling your body. You're being mindful. Heal thyself, just like you said, healthy. Think of the word healthy, HEALTHY. Heal thyself.
Absolutely.
So, and it's a mental thing too, because it's your heart set and your mindset. When you tie that together, and then all of a sudden you've released this weight, but also now it's like, wow, I love this. I want to remain to enact this new way of operating my life.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about.
Right.
Yeah. Like it's not
we
just
call
about
it a fat burn high. Yeah. We like living in this fat burn high. It's
right.
The most amazing feeling. And the second you're not in it, that all that self-hate, self-judgment, lack of self-worth starts coming in, right?
Right.
And nothing that we do is right, wrong, good, or bad. It's just a choice.
Exactly.
We get to choose. And if you choose to have the cake, okay, don't beat yourself up over it. You have the cake and you move on. You don't it's like having one of your tires go flat and saying, oh, heck with it. One went flat, so I'm just going to sit on the other three, right?
Let's flip them all.
Yeah. Or, you say, okay, I can have that cake, but I'm going to feel bloated and sick and not good the next day. And so you say, well, I can have that. I just choose not to have it today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll have it tomorrow.
I love that mindset, because it's like, so I'm not going to have it today, but I can have it tomorrow. Like I allow myself a cheat meal per week, sometimes even an entire cheat day. Sometimes it's 2 doggone cheat days, y'all. But I'm telling you, we are all brainwashed and hypnotized by the way in which we carry out our every single day. And it's about, I am addicted. I am literally addicted to the way in which I live my life. I'm addicted to the choices I make. I'm addicted to this way of life. And I'm addicted to everything that I do. So I'm brainwashed by it. I'm hypnotized by it. What every single human being is. So it's about, reprogramming or running, like I think I said this on Carol's show. It's about deprogramming, removing the virus that's running this program, that's not creating the results in your life that you want, that you really want to experience and have, do and be, and then reprogramming, downloading a new program that's running on autopilot, that now you're brainwashed and hypnotized by. Because like I said, I'll have my cheat meals, I'll have my cheat days, and then I'm like, okay, Katie barred the doggone door. I am back with my healthy habits that I'm brainwashed and hypnotized by.
Yeah.
Hey Grace, hey John.
Our brain is such a crazy thing. It always wants to go back to the same. It thinks it's protecting us. So when you start to step into something different, it's like, no. Come back. Let this is how we always do it. And you're like, no, not this time. This time we're going to shift. We're going to go down a different path. What do we use? Like 5% of our brain? There's so
5 to 10%, yes.
So many circuits we're not even tapped into yet that are open and available to us.
Yes. So guys, just to catch everybody up, and that's 100% correct. We have started our vegetables. Tiersa chose my Drunken Noodles DFL Style, and how ironic of her t-shirt. Share with them your t-shirt.
My t-shirt says, "Whiskey makes me frisky." Woo!
Yes, love it.
I used to be a Fireball fan, a cinnamon whiskey Fireball fan. And
I love Fireball.
Have found the peanut butter whiskey. It's called Screwball. It is
I've never heard that. Oh my God.
Yeah. You don't even need anything with it. An ice ball and about that much, and it's amazing. So amazing.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So whiskey makes me frisky. And I'm wearing, you can't see it because of my apron, but I told her in lieu of what she was choosing, I was going to wear my Nasty Woman t-shirt, but you can't see it. I was like, and I almost was like, oh my God, I just want to put on a tank top. So I'm putting a new AC system in my home within the next week or so, week to 10 days. And it's something that's been needed for probably the last 5 or 6 years. And I'm finally doing it. And it must be cooling so much more efficiently. Like in the summertime, I have my AC set at 68, but because I'm an in unit, all windows, no trees, the sun is just scorching my house all damn day. And the AC, regardless of what it's set at, it'll get up to like 75, 76. And then the sun goes down. It finally, in the middle of the night sometime, it cools back down to like 68, 69, whatever I've got it on. But it's so
funny you say that. I just told my husband, I wish when we went to bed at night, when you wake up in the night to pee, that temperature that it is, I wish it was like that when we went to bed.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know. I mean, the summer, and it's already in the 90s here. You are in West Virginia?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that here too? 90, 92, I believe.
Oh, Tiersa, you got to tell everybody why you chose the Drunken Noodles.
Yeah, okay. So when I was looking through her recipes, which there were a million that I wanted to
million, y'all.
I had to pick one. I had to pick one. When I came across page 9, hey, it's 92 and it's 92 degrees outside, and that's what page this Drunken Noodles is in your cookbook, page 92.
Oh, that's hilarious, girl. I love it.
So
I love it.
It reminded me of one of the first dates I went on with my husband. We have been eating, I hadn't really been exposed to Vietnamese food or Indian food or anything like that. We had eaten at a few places and it was kind of bland unless I asked for it to be spicy. So there was a restaurant close to us that I always asked for spicy, and it was never spicy. Like I want it to be hot.
I gotcha.
Someone told us about this restaurant not too far from us, so we decided to go there. And the guy comes out and I order these drunken noodles. And he says, do you want them spicy? And I said, yes, I do. He says, you know, one pepper, 2 pepper, 3 pepper, 4 pepper. I said 4 pepper because I've been eating 4 pepper and it's nothing. He's like, it's hot. I said, okay, bring it. I want hot. So they bring it. You know, I got my fork. I'm sitting there with my husband who got absolutely nothing hot because he doesn't like hot. And I'm eating it. Sweat is running down my face. It is dripping off of me. It is so hot that water won't even cool it. I can't eat it. It's like eating fire. I took 2 bites of it and he was like, oh my God, it's really hot, right? It is so hot. Like the heat, the spice, I couldn't eat it. I couldn't even eat it over a week. We brought it home and I tried to eat like this much of it. Too hot.
Well, did you not, and this was your first date, right?
It was one of our first dates, yes.
Oh, okay. So did you not think to like, hey, I do apologize, my bad, but this is way too hot. Can I have like 1 level hot and like get a new dish?
No.
Oh wow, girl, that's hilarious.
I was embarrassed then. Like, we've been eating 4 peppers and that, you know, it was a long time ago. But you know, I just didn't even think to say, yeah, I can't eat this. It's too much. Now I wouldn't hesitate, but back then it was different.
How long have you and your husband been married?
12 years.
Okay. Do you guys have any kids?
I have a child and he has a child. So
gotcha.
That's not too
How old are they?
My daughter's 23 and his will be 21 this year. My daughter's getting married in October of this year. So we're planning a wedding.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so fun.
Do they like to cook?
Her her fiance loves to cook. He's always making fancy things. She does not. When they would be here, when the kids would be hanging out here, her friends would be in the kitchen cooking with me, and she'd be up in her bedroom reading a book.
Oh, I love it. I love to do both. I love to read, and I also love to cook. Obviously, my grandmother. My grandmother's who inspired me to cook when I was a little girl. I used to love being in the kitchen with her. You know, I started out making the baby breakfast biscuits, and my mom and dad were good cooks. I mean, everybody, but they didn't like have a love for it, you know.
Right.
But I love it. But yeah, I mean, like my journey and my journey to this started, you know, in my early 20s when I started to. I used to be able to eat anything I wanted, like, and as much of it, girl, and look exactly and look the way I wanted. And all of a sudden that stopped happening. I'm like, what? I was like, I don't be thinking so. And I was dating a guy who was a big gym at the time. And he's like, well, come with me to the gym. And him and his roommates taught me how to work out. And, you know, he was very strict, like you're saying, cardboard type of way of eating. And, you know, tuna, grilled chicken, vegetables. But I was dedicated and I loved it. And I loved the results. But then it was like a couple years later, I ran across Cooking Light magazine. And that's where I started to teach myself like healthy food, really scrumptiously delicious. And that's just been like a passion of mine is, you know, I'm a big foodie, y'all. I love food. And good and bad for your food. Huh?
Do you like to take recipes, Stephanie, and say, oh, I know how I can make that healthy and swap things out? I love to do that.
100%.
Love it.
I do it all the time. A lot of my DeFaRekinLicious is modified recipes where I've taken something and made it healthy, but equally as delicious, if not even more delicious.
Yes. Did your journey start out with this?
What is that?
It's a Betty Crocker cookbook that this is my mama's cookbook. And when we were kids, this is all her handwriting things in here. But she would make homemade pizza for us on Friday nights. And one night she spilled 1/4 cup of oil on the pages. And so I remember that like it was yesterday. And every page has oil on it. So I borrowed it from her.
I love that.
In my 30s, early 30s, I borrowed it from her. And every day she said, hey, can I get that cookbook back? And I'm like, yeah, I'll bring it tomorrow. And I never did.
That's hilarious. I know I have a Betty Crocker cookbook, but I'm going to tell you right now, when I was a little kid, I made my own cookbook with my own made up recipes. And I've been looking for it because I know I still have it with like orange construction paper. And the title was My First Cookbook. I think, I don't remember, it was 10, 11, or 12. Yes. And it was like, like chocolate cake gel. I mean, all these recipes that I had come up with on my own. And hold on one second. I got to check the other stuff going on over here.
Go for it.
The chicken's going to be ready. So, but so I love that. Is that the reason why you chose the Drunken Noodles and the Thai Drunken Noodles DFL Style?
Yes, absolutely.
Was because I love that. I love that story, girl. That is absolutely hilarious. I can imagine how bashful you must have been, on one of your first dates with a guy that you probably already know that you really, really are into and really like. And I'll tell you this. So a lot of, like pad ki, it's called pad ki mao. If you go to, a Thai restaurant, and it's not inherently unhealthy, okay? But how we're making it a little less like caloric or like gluten-free is by doing a squash type of noodle. And we have chosen the zucchini squash. I've done it both with butternut squash, butternut squash, and zucchini. And I actually prefer the zucchini. But yeah, you can do this with the flat egg noodles. I mean, again, it's not like it's like cream and fat and bacon and butter and flour, but it's still, and just, again, DeFaRekinLicious is all about adding a lot of extra vegetables and just bringing more nutritional value to every dish.
Right.
I'm so glad when you sent me that you chose this, I was like elated.
I love it.
All right, my chicken is done.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I start mixing everything into my vegetables. Actually, hold on a second. I'm going to put in my tomatoes. So we put in the tomatoes last.
Okay.
Do the tomatoes. Oh, and then the Thai basil will go on. I'll go on at the very last. Oh, and do your egg. I scrambled my egg. And what I do with my egg is I learned this tip somewhere. Is I did a little sesame oil and when I was scrambling or whisking the egg, I put a little bit of rice wine vinegar, just a smidge, but it gives it a depth of flavor. So I'm throwing my egg in as well. And then we're going to add the chicken and then the zucchini noodles. But I'm telling you guys, like I said, this dish is mind-blowing delicious. Mind-blowing. And it's on, you said page 92 of my cookbook. Guys,
yes,
you got to get my cookbook.
Page 92, yes.
It's on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com. It's everywhere. It's on all of the online profiles. Right now, guys, I don't know if y'all are aware, but my next goal with my cookbook is that 100 copies. 100 copies, bare minimum, need to be sold via any online retailer. And then Barnes & Noble, Chameleon, and the brick and mortar type bookstores like that, the big chains, they get like dinged. And then they automatically order through Ingram Spark, because that's who I publish, so there is an ISBN number. They order the tens of thousands or whatever it is. I mean, imagine when you go to a Barnes & Noble bookstore, how many copies of a book there are. Maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4, maybe 10. I don't know. Because, I mean, it depends on where they're placed. That's my next goal with DeFaRekinLicious. Got to take it viral, like global or international, should I say.
Yes.
Right, so yum for Rick. So how long have you been doing this program again, Tiersa, that you've been doing?
Yeah,
4
I started
years.
it 4 years ago. Yes. And now I'm in I've transitioned and I eat all the foods now. There's nothing I can't have.
Right. But in moderation, like you're not just chowing down on pizza and burgers and brownies.
No, but where I didn't have, say, a baked potato while I was in the lost phase, now I have a baked potato from time to time.
Gotcha. I see. So again, it's not, nothing's ever about a complete elimination. Everything, well, maybe not everything. I guess crack wouldn't be something to do in moderation. Crack or crystal meth. Oh, every blue moon, every once in a while, I do a little bit of crack. Yeah, no, but most things in moderation. Guys, oh my God, this is looking so amazing. So at this point, Tiersa, maybe just, oh, my earbuds, my inside of my ears are wet, I think. Just adding maybe a smidge more soy sauce. Oh, and then there's honey. There's some honey, maybe a little bit more. And see what I like to do is make things taste as authentically to the culture that, that the dish, comes from as possible. And so, fresh ginger, fresh garlic, lots of fresh Thai basil, um, fish sauce, rice wine vinegar. I mean, just, yeah.
So yummy. It smells heavenly.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? It smells amazing. It's been so awesome having you on here, Tiersa.
You've been phenomenal. So fun.
I am, I've got, let's see, 2 more episodes of Empowered Conversations, one this week and one next week, and then I'm going to take the summer off from both. Yeah, I do that. I did last summer as well. I mean, I just started Empowered Conversations October 30th of 2020. But, so yeah, and I'm going to focus on the promotion of my cookbook and my cooking class that I've got coming up. And I haven't been talking about the cooking class lately because we're switching some things up with it, and we're also postponing it with the Ultimate Quantum Retreat that I was a co-host of, and then being sick the week after. I've just been overwhelmed, and I'm not prepared to start the cooking class on June 6th. So we're postponing it. I'm working on getting some stuff done with it. And I'll be announcing it, when I'm going to start that class at a later date. But I'm super excited about that. It's going to be a 12-week cooking class, very interactive, somewhat like this, but I'm going to have different equipment. So, I'll have like a camera on me and a camera on what I'm doing. The students can ask questions and be a DeFaRekinLicious award that one person will win. And it's, a complimentary health coaching session.
I love that. So tell me, share with me what your favorite kitchen tool is.
Oh, wow. My food processor.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes. What's your favorite tool?
One of my favorites is my garlic press from Pampered Chef or wherever. I don't even know where it came from, but you just push it in there and squeeze it out, and it's so easy. Oh,
I love it. I love it. I love it.
And I love my KitchenAid that has the zoodler on it, that I can just shove my zucchini on there and it just push the button and it just zoodles them all right out.
Yes, I had one of those and I could never get it to stick. Like the suction cups wouldn't stick to the counter, and so it was like rocking back and forth. Then I bought a mechanical one, and I'm like, and that one still didn't, like, it just didn't work. And I'm like, so I bought pre-noodled zucchini for this.
Do you have a KitchenAid or a big mixer that sits on your counter? It might not be KitchenAid.
No, I have a Ninja. Oh, I know what you're KitchenAid. Never mind. Oh my God, girl, you're gonna kill me, and everybody on here is probably gonna kill me, or at least wish me death. My grandma gave me I don't know if it was KitchenAid brand, but her mixer, like the KitchenAid mixers that you're talking about, and it was yellow because her kitchen was yellow. Well, I had it over here under my table over here because obviously I don't make a lot of breads and pastas and stuff like that. So I never used it. Y'all, my God, y'all, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get one of those one day, but I want turquoise blue. Look at my kitchen. My kitchen, I've got like 10 shades of blue and lime green and Tinkerbell green. And I'm like, they have the aquamarine and they have like the turquoise. Well, I'm like, I'm gonna take this one to Will because I got tired of looking at it. Yeah.
Like those
but my boyfriend's like, Stephanie, how could you give away? I mean, and think about it. That's like such a precious heirloom type of thing that is associated with me cooking with my grandmother. And we didn't always use her little KitchenAid mixer, but wow. And yeah, I gave it away because I'm like, I don't like the color. When I'm ready to use one, I'll get
Oh my gosh. I can't even believe that. My husband, I had just a white one. And my husband saw one day they came out with a special edition of like an eggplant color. And he got me another one. He's like, you need to have this one. But I use it for everything. Like if I want to make a quiche, I whip my eggs up in it. If I want to make cauliflower mashed potatoes, I whip my stuff up in it and just not stand there and do it I use it all the time. But it just has an attachment right on it that you just slam that zucchini on. And
I'm going to taste this. Yeah, I know. And again, I just, like, I'd love to make my own, my own pasta. Like whenever it is I do a pasta dish that I would be eating regular flour pasta.
Oh yeah.
I want to taste this just to see if it needs anything extra.
Have you added the tomatoes yet?
Yes, I added those and the Thai basil. I've got everything already. Yeah, but you're good, girl. You're good.
I know it said
my favorite basil. I love Thai basil. I was not fortunate enough to find that at my grocery store, so we have regular basil. But I'm going to add some Thai seasoning to counteract that. Oh my God, y'all. Holy cow. I don't think it needs anything. OMG. I don't think it needs anything. This is absolutely astounding.
Stephanie, do you have the lime zest in there?
Yes, I already added the lime.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I added the lime zest. I apologize. I should have been. We were so busy talking.
It's all right.
So what I did is after I, had the vegetables all sauteed, and I added the fish sauce, the rice wine vinegar, the soy sauce, the black pepper, and then the fresh ginger, the fresh garlic, the lime zest, as well as the lime juice. All of that got added, and I just mixed it in and kept cooking it. Then I added my tomatoes, and then kept mixing it, kept cooking it. And then last but not least, I added like the honey and the Thai basil.
Yum.
Yeah, this is amazing. All right, I got to take a picture. Yes, thank you, John. Cookbook is amazing. Just go buy it. Love. It's all about healthy food, y'all. Healthy freaking food. Man,
yes, it is. Y'all. Healthy freaking food.
And I love the recipes I see on your Facebook page. Tell us about some of the recipes that you create all the time. What are your go-tos? Tell me what some of your healthy, delicious go-tos are.
All right. One of them is it's called egg roll in a bowl. So it's mostly everything you put in an egg roll, or in an egg roll, but it's in a bowl. So kind of like this, a few different spices. There's one called a Big Mac bowl. So it's like a Big Mac salad that tastes just like a Big Mac. You don't need the bread for the Big Mac.
Right.
Spaghetti squash lasagna, one of my favorites, with a sugar-free sauce that you don't even know is sugar-free, or even just crushed tomatoes. That works just as well too. Turkey burgers. Last night for dinner, we grilled jalapeno. They had jalapeno, cheddar cheese, and some low-fat cream cheese inside of them. Made them like a meatball, and then put them on the grill and let them smush them down some. Amazing. And we had butternut squash fries last night. So good.
OMG. Trader Joe's has those. They're already like a crinkle cut.
Yes.
Oh my God. So how much more do you have to do till you are finished?
I'm done. Was just mixing it up. Awesome.
Fan-freaking-tastic.
I can't wait to take a bite.
Oh my God. It is really amazing.
I don't doubt that it is.
Grace, we are both cooking my DeFaRekinLicious Style Drunken Noodles, which is pad ki mao in original Thai language.
So good. The flavors just pop in your mouth.
Yes. So you said that you did or did not have Thai basil?
Did not have Thai basil.
Well, you know what a good substitute would be? Cilantro, or mint, or fresh mint.
Okay.
I love fresh mint in dishes that are Asian or Spanish. Love it, love it, love it.
So good.
I have lots of fresh mint brewing. Yes, Grace. Grace, and you got to get my cookbook. You can get it off of Amazon. I know that you are in Nigeria. I'm not sure. I know Ingram Spark publishes, or should I say distributes and ships all over the world. I don't know what online book platform or what online platform you could order from, but whatever online Amazon type platform that you order from, you can get my DeFaRekinLicious cookbook. And it's page 92. Grace, it's amazing. Grace, I'd love to have you on DeFaRekinLicious Conversations. You get to choose the recipe. I've now done 2 episodes. My guest gets to choose the recipe out of the cookbook. And then we come on to, like we are today, and we have an empowering conversation, and we cook something really delicious. And Grace says, I should send you a healthy Nigerian recipe. Oh my God, Grace, we could do that too. We could do that too. I would love that. We could do that. Hey.
I want to come for that one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, come on, girl.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
I'm opening it up.
And it makes so much. Oh my gosh. Makes so much.
And it's not too hot. Like, I've got a little bit of, chopped jalapeno.
Me too.
But it's not, I don't, I didn't do like 6 jalapenos. I only did like half of one,
Yeah, I did
awesome.
One whole one, and it's amazing, and I'm not sweating my.
Right.
Like I was with my first experience of drunken noodles.
Yeah, I probably could have added a little more. Wow, y'all, this is amazing.
You never know with jalapenos if they're going to be hot or they're not. I had one of them last night in the burger, and it was not hot. So today I left the seeds in. So it's a little bit spicier, but still not. I don't know what makes that. What makes them hot or not hot.
I don't know either, but I'll tell you a funny story. This was a couple years ago. I was cutting up, I think I was making jalapeno poppers. My jalapeno, they're absolutely incredible. And obviously when you cut jalapenos, you have to be very, very careful about it getting on your hands and then touching your face, touching your eyes. Well, I'm a very itchy person. I don't know if y'all noticed on the Empower Conversations, I'm always like itching. I'm itched everywhere. I have this traveling itch. It's a crazy, hilarious story for another day. And I was just like, it got all over my freaking face. My at the time and girlfriend, she came home and she had brought these peppers from work. She works for horticulture for Parks and Rec department here in Charlotte. And doggone if my face was on fire. Y'all, I had to put yogurt. I couldn't figure out how I was putting bread like on my face. It was so painful. I thought I took Greek yogurt and just like smothered my face, and that like stopped the burning. But yes, so now when I'm working with jalapenos, I freaking make sure that my fingers are not touching the jalapeno whatsoever as I'm cutting. I've got something else that's like, holding the jalapeno. And yeah, and I did that with this when I was doing all the prep yesterday.
Yeah, you never know how that lingers, and you wipe your eye later and you can't figure out why it's burning. That hurts.
Well, guys, this has been amazing for sure.
Yes, so fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much for
being
being on.
Yes, thank you. It's been a joy. I love it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we are, golly, what time is it? Oh, it's only been 38 minutes. It seems like it's an hour.
Yeah,
and I know you've got a call. You've got a call soon, so you've got to go.
I do.
Well, thank you, everyone, for joining. And again, for more DeFaRekinLicious recipes, get my cookbook, DeFaRekinLicious. Healthy is delicious.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Everybody have a wonderful rest of the day. I'm going to end the broadcast, but you stay right here. Bye, guys.
Bye.